Hello, my name is Orville, and I'm a recovering alcoholic. Started drinking. First bout with alcohol was probably when I was about 9 or 10 years old. I remember the first time I drank it. I didn't know really what had happened. I remember waking up with a cold rag over my head the morning after, and didn't feel that good. But I remembered that feeling that I had never felt before. Uh, Through later in life, when I got around 16 years old, um, I noticed that I didn't fit in with a lot of people. I just didn't feel like I fit in. Uh, Eventually, the drinking started. The weekends, and as time went on, went during the days, and then during the functions, and just whenever it just kind of consumed my whole life. And then there was the consequences that came along with it. I've had 4 marriages. Every one of them were alcohol related. I have 2 beautiful children. Just recently became a grandfather, for which is by the grace of God that I will be able to spend time with her. I really lost out on a lot of things. The white picket fence, the family. I missed all that due to the alcohol. The thing that I've learned, alcohol was only but a symptom. I had a living problem. I didn't know how to live. I didn't start. I went to a 12-step program. And, the first thing I saw was on there was God. And, I thought God was a punishing God. I thought, for what I had done and in the past and everything wouldn't accept me. The thing that I've learned in the 12-step program was you got to decipher between religion and spiritual. And as we talk in some groups, we have a daily reprieve on the continuance of our spiritual condition. I started out by, getting on my knees in the morning and asking God to, to not to drink alcohol, and have that relationship with Him, and then working the steps. The main thing is I had to do was surrender, and I had to surrender to God, because nobody else is going to be able to help me. And got in the program, hit the knees in the morning and hit the knees at night. And, you talk about one day at a time. They talk about that. I think it's in Matthew 6:33. God talks about one day at a time. The Lord's Prayer talks about one day at a time. That's all we got. And I didn't isolate anymore. That was one of the things that I always did, was isolating. Get involved with the fellowship, and thanking God each day, and abstaining from alcohol. Got me a sponsor, somebody that's been through the same situations that I've been in, and we were able to relate and make that phone call each day. I don't take it for granted. I'm very blessed. I go to church now. I get church. The 12-step program, I couldn't understand it when I was in church before, and I was dying inside. But I finally got around with the right connections and the 12-step program, and it works. God knows I tried everything to stop and could not. But I thank God every day. My life is completely changed. Not married anymore or anything like that, but try to make the amends of the people that I've hurt. As I've been told, we're like a tornado that goes through people's lives, and I've tried to make amends wherever possible. Some I can't. Maybe one day I'll be able to. But the thing of it, the great of this gift is It's a freely given gift each day that God gives me. And instead of living in darkness, you know, live in the light. And you know, I've known a new freedom that I knew wasn't even possible. And you know, the little things that I'm very thankful for is just the little small things. You know, knowing what I did the day before, or helping somebody else, or another alcoholic sufferer. Break. Minute.